In the heart of a bustling city much like Hyderabad, nestled within a small, tightly knit neighborhood, lived a woman named Fatima. Her life was a testament to resilience and unwavering faith, despite the relentless hardships that fate had mercilessly hurled her way. Fatima was a single mother to her cherished daughter, Alia, a bright and devout young girl who had dedicated herself to memorizing the Quran. Alia's father had passed away when she was merely a child, leaving Fatima to navigate the tumultuous waters of life alone, bearing the heavy burden of providing for her family. Life had been a delicate balance of struggle and perseverance for Fatima. Initially, the household managed to keep afloat, with Fatima working diligently as a cleaner in various homes across the city. She never allowed Elia to accompany her to work, understanding that the demanding nature of her job required her full attention. Instead, Fatima enrolled Elia in a madrasa, hoping that her daughter would grow up to become a hafiz of the Quran, embodying both spiritual and moral strength. However, the semblance of stability was shattered one fateful day when Fatima suffered a severe heart attack. It happened abruptly, without warning, as she was returning home after a long day of work. The pain was excruciating, and despite her best efforts to remain strong, Fatima collapsed, leaving her bedridden with a severely injured back. The once vigorous and independent woman found herself unable to walk, let alone perform the physically demanding tasks that had been her livelihood. The sudden loss of income plunged the household into deeper uncertainty. Fatima's once the pillar of strength was now incapacitated, unable to support herself, let alone her beloved daughter. The weight of their predicament pressed heavily on her heart, filling her with despair and fear. How would she sustain their lives without her earnings? The fear of being unable to provide for Elia loomed ominously, casting a shadow over their once hopeful future. Witnessing her mother's deteriorating condition, Alia felt an overwhelming sense of responsibility. Despite her young age, she couldn't bear to see her mother suffer. Determined to help, Alia approached Fatima one evening with a heartfelt plea. "Mother, if you wish, I can take over your work. I can start cleaning in people's homes to help support our family," she offered gently, her eyes brimming with determination and love. Fatima was initially hesitant. The idea of her daughter venturing out into the harsh realities of the world, especially dressed in a burqa, filled her with concern. She feared for Elia's safety and doubted whether her daughter was ready to shoulder such a heavy burden. Moreover, the societal norms and expectations placed additional pressure, making Fatima reluctant to ask her daughter to sacrifice her education and innocence. However, the dire circumstances left her with no choice. Reluctantly, she agreed, seeing no other way out, and allowing Alia to venture into the world to earn the much-needed income. Whose McPhilman's heart felt. Clad in a burqa, Alia began her new role with unwavering dedication. She worked diligently in several households, performing a range of tasks from cleaning kitchens to washing clothes. Her efforts did not go unnoticed. The employers she worked for were impressed by her honesty, efficiency, and the quality of her work. Alia's reputation as a reliable and trustworthy worker began to spread, and within a month she had accumulated a substantial amount of money, far exceeding what Fatima had been able to earn. One evening, Alia proudly presented her earnings to Fatima. The sight of the money brought immense relief and joy to Fatima, who had been on the brink of despair. "You did it, my child. You've brought so much hope into our lives," Fatima exclaimed, her voice trembling with emotion. The gratitude in her eyes was a balm to Alia's weary heart, affirming that her sacrifices had not been in vain. Elia's hard work and dedication did not go unnoticed for long. Her employers, recognizing her diligence and integrity, began to hold her in high regard. It wasn't long before Elia became engaged to Ibrahim, her cousin. The engagement was a joyous occasion, filled with hope and dreams of a brighter future. With her earnings, Elia meticulously prepared her dowry, purchasing all the necessary items for her new home. The wedding was celebrated with great enthusiasm, symbolizing not just the union of two souls, but also the triumph of perseverance over adversity. On the day of the wedding, Aliyah made a heartfelt request. "Ibrahim, I would like to bring my mother with me. She has sacrificed so much for me, and I want her to be part of our new life together." Ibrahim, understanding and compassionate, agreed without hesitation. "Of course, Aliyah, your mother is welcome to join us," he replied warmly, embracing the spirit of family and unity that Aliyah embodied. Initially, Ibrahim worked as a driver, providing a stable income for the family. Fatima, though still recovering from her injuries, felt a sense of relief seeing her daughter step into a role that promised stability and growth. However, fate dealt a cruel hand when Ibrahim was involved in a severe accident. The accident left him completely paralyzed from the waist down, unable to work. The sudden loss of Ibrahim's income once again thrust the family into uncertainty, forcing Fatima and Aliyah to grapple with their precarious situation. Undeterred by her own exhaustion and the mounting responsibilities of being a wife and mother, Ahila continued her rigorous schedule. She worked in multiple households, balancing her duties with the demands of her family. Every month, she saved diligently, ensuring that her mother was well cared for despite the challenges they faced. Fatima, now confined to her bed, watched her daughter's relentless efforts with a mixture of pride and sorrow. The burden of providing for the family had shifted entirely onto Aliyah's shoulders, adding to her already heavy load. As months passed, Fatima began to notice a significant difference between her earnings and Aliyah's. The amount Aliyah was bringing home was substantially higher, raising questions about the source of her increased income. Fatima, curious and concerned, decided to confront her daughter about the discrepancy. "Aliyah, are you sure everything is all right? Your earnings seem much higher than expected," she inquired gently, her voice tinged with worry. Aliyah reassured her mother. "Yes, mother, I'm just working harder and taking on more responsibilities. Everything is fine." She explained that she had taken on additional tasks beyond cleaning and washing clothes, which allowed her to earn more. However, Fatima couldn't shake off the feeling that something was amiss. She wondered if Aliyah was overexerting herself or if there were other pressures she was facing. Despite Aliyah's reassurances, Fatima remained uneasy. The substantial increase in earnings suggested that Aliyah was finding ways to maximize her income, possibly taking on jobs that required extra effort or dealing with more demanding employers. Fatima, ever the devoted mother, didn't want to push her daughter too hard, fearing that the relentless pace might take a toll on her already tired and stressed demeanor. One tragic day, while Aliyah was diligently washing clothes in the home of a particularly demanding employer, disaster struck. The washing machine malfunctioned, causing a severe electrical shock. The machine had faulty wiring, which, combined with the heavy load of clothes, created a dangerous situation. Aliyah was electrocuted, and her life's body became entangled with the machine. Despite immediate efforts to save her, the severity of the shock made it impossible to separate her from the washing machine without causing further harm. In the aftermath, Fatima was faced with the heartbreaking decision to bury both Aliyah and the washing machine together, unable to separate the two in death. News of Aliyah's tragic death spread rapidly through the neighborhood, leaving the community in shock and despair. The sight of her lifeless body stuck to the washing machine was horrifying, and the incident left everyone questioning how such a tragedy could occur. Whispers and rumors began to circulate, with some suggesting that foul play might have been involved. The nature of the accident, coupled with Aliyah's sudden demise, led many to suspect that there might have been more to the story than met the eye. Fatima, devastated by the loss of her daughter, struggled to comprehend how such a tragedy could unfold. She vehemently denied any wrongdoing on Aliyah's part, insisting that her daughter was innocent and had always been honest. Her grief was compounded by the skepticism and suspicion that now surrounded Aliyah's death, making her feel isolated and betrayed by a community that once admired her daughter's dedication and integrity. An investigation was launched, involving local authorities and a respected religious scholar, Maulana Yusuf. Maulana Yusuf visited Fatima's home to offer solace and to understand the circumstances surrounding Aliya's death. He was known for his wisdom and fair-mindedness, and his involvement brought a glimmer of hope to the grieving family. Upon examining the scene, Maulana Yusuf expressed his condolences and sought to uncover the truth. "Fatima, did Aliya commit any wrongdoing that might have led to this tragedy?" he inquired softly, his eyes reflecting both sadness and curiosity. Fatima tearfully replied, "No, Maulana. Aliya was a pious and honest girl. She never did anything to deserve such a fate." She implored Maulana Yusuf to believe in her daughter's innocence, hoping that her words would resonate with the esteemed scholar. However, upon closer examination of Aliya's body stuck to the washing machine, Maulana Yusuf pondered the possibility of an unspoken sin. Sometimes, severe punishments befall those who commit sins unbeknownst to themselves. "Could there have been something you are unaware of?" he suggested, leaving room for the possibility that Aliya might have been involved in something beyond Fatima's knowledge. Aliya was known in the community for her honesty and dedication. The idea that she might have been involved in theft or deceit was inconceivable to those who knew her. The community, influenced by Maulana Yusuf's probing, began to suspect that Aliya might have been involved in theft, perhaps taking small amounts of money from the clothes she washed. The rumors gained momentum, creating a rift between the grieving mother and the suspicious community members. As the investigation delved deeper, it was discovered that Aliya had been unknowingly stealing small amounts of money from the pockets of the clothes she washed. Driven by desperation to support her family, Aliya had taken these actions without any ill intent. This minor act, though seemingly insignificant, was perceived by some as a grave transgression, leading to her untimely death. The revelation shattered Fatima, who couldn't fathom her daughter committing such acts. She felt a deep sense of betrayal and sorrow, unable to reconcile Aliya's piety with the allegations of theft. The community grappled with mixed emotions. Some regretted jumping to conclusions without concrete evidence, while others struggled to understand the depth of Aliya's sacrifices. Fatima, burdened with grief, found solace in her faith, believing that Aliya's death was a test from Allah. She clung to her beliefs, hoping that her daughter's intentions were pure and that her actions were driven by love and desperation rather than malice. Maulana Yusuf, recognizing the complexity of the situation, advised the community to reflect on the importance of compassion and understanding. "Let us not rush to judgment. Aliya's intentions were pure, and her actions were driven by love and desperation. We must learn to support one another rather than condemn," he urged, emphasizing the need for empathy over suspicion. Despite Maulana Yusuf's wise counsel, the true cause of Aliya's tragic death remained elusive. It was later discovered that Aliya had been unknowingly stealing small amounts of money from the pockets of the clothes she washed, possibly out of desperation to support her family. This act, though minor, was viewed by some as a severe transgression, leading to her untimely death. The revelation shattered Fatima, who couldn't fathom her daughter committing such deaths. She felt a deep sense of betrayal and sorrow, unable to reconcile Aliya's piety with the allegations of theft. In the aftermath, the community grappled with mixed emotions. Some regretted jumping to conclusions without concrete evidence, while others struggled to understand the depth of Aliya's sacrifices. Fatima, burdened with grief, found solace in her faith, believing that Aliya's death was a test from Allah. Maulana Yusuf, recognizing the complexity of the situation, advised the community to reflect on the importance of compassion and understanding. "Let us not rush to judgment. Aliya's intentions were pure, and her actions were driven by love and desperation. "We must learn to support one another rather than condemn," he urged. The investigation revealed that Elia's death was indeed a tragic accident caused by the malfunctioning washing machine. The severe electrical shock had led to her death, but the circumstances surrounding the accident left many perplexed. The fact that her body was entangled with the machine suggested a level of force and severity that went beyond a simple malfunction. This led to rampant speculation and the spread of unfounded rumors, tarnishing Ahila's legacy and casting a shadow of doubt over her character. Fatima's grief was compounded by the community's inability to see beyond their suspicions. She felt isolated, unable to find comfort in the faces that once held admiration for her daughter's dedication. The once vibrant household was now filled with silence and sorrow, a constant reminder of the price of desperation. Alia's death left an indelible mark on Fatima, who found herself navigating the labyrinth of grief and societal judgment with no clear path to solace. As time passed, the community began to reflect on the events that had transpired. Some started to question the rush to judgment that had plagued Elia's death, realizing the importance of empathy and understanding in times of tragedy. The whispers and rumors that had once echoed through the neighborhood began to fade, replaced by a collective acknowledgement of the need for compassion over suspicion. Fatima, though still mourning her daughter's loss, found a semblance of peace in the gradual shift of the community's perspective. She continued to hold on to her faith, believing that Allah's plans were beyond human comprehension. Alia's sacrifice and unwavering dedication served as a poignant reminder of the lengths to which individuals might go to support their loved ones, even in the face of insurmountable odds. The tragic story of Fatima and Alia became a powerful lesson for the community, highlighting the importance of understanding and supporting one another. It underscored the devastating impact of desperation and the consequences of jumping to conclusions without evidence. The story served as a catalyst for change, prompting the community to foster a more empathetic and supportive environment, ensuring that no one felt compelled to act out of desperation alone. In the end, Alia's life, though cut short by a series of unfortunate events, left an indelible mark on those who knew her. Her story is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the profound sacrifices made in the name of love and duty. As Fatima continues to navigate her grief, the community is reminded of the importance of understanding and supporting one another, ensuring that no one feels compelled to act out of desperation alone. Alia's death served as a stark reminder to the community about the consequences of even small wrongdoings and the importance of trust and integrity. It emphasized the need for collective responsibility and compassion, urging everyone to look beyond surface appearances and to understand the struggles that others might be facing. The community's journey from suspicion to understanding highlighted the transformative power of empathy and the necessity of fostering environments where individuals feel supported and valued. Fatima's enduring grief was a testament to the depth of her love for her daughter. She mourned not just the loss of Alia, but also the innocence and potential that had been tragically cut short. Her heart ached with unanswered questions, seeking peace and understanding amidst her sorrow. The once vibrant household was now a sanctuary of silence, echoing with memories of a daughter whose life was marked by sacrifice and love. Despite the community's eventual understanding, the pain of loss lingered. Fatima found solace in her faith, believing that Allah's wisdom was beyond human understanding. She clung to the hope that Alia's intentions were pure and that her sacrifices had not been in vain. The bonds of family and faith provided her with the strength to endure, even as the scars of tragedy remained etched in her heart. Alia's story became a beacon of hope and a source of inspiration for many. It highlighted the profound impact of one individual's dedication and the lengths to which a daughter would go to support her mother. Her unwavering commitment to her family and her faith resonated deeply within the community, fostering a renewed sense of unity and compassion. In the aftermath of Aaliyah's death, the community began to take tangible steps to support those in need. Programs were established to provide financial assistance and emotional support to families facing similar hardships. The story of Fatima and Aaliyah became a catalyst for change, inspiring others to extend a helping hand to those grappling with adversity. The lessons learned from their tragic journey underscored the importance of empathy, understanding, and the collective responsibility to uplift one another in times of need. Fatima's life, though marked by tragedy, continued to be a testament to the strength of the human spirit. Her unwavering faith and boundless love for her daughter provided her with the resilience to face each day with courage and grace. The memory of Aaliyah remained a guiding light, inspiring Fatima to persevere and to honor her daughter's legacy through acts of kindness and compassion. As the years passed, the story of Fatima and Aaliyah remained etched in the hearts of those who knew them. It served as a powerful reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of cherishing every moment. The community, forever changed by their loss, embraced the values of empathy and support, ensuring that no one would ever feel alone in their struggles again. Grief and depression had always been considered. Empathy and compassion, however, had been used as a crutch to keep the parent Churians alive. In the quiet moments of reflection, Fatima often pondered the events that had led to Aaliyah's tragic demise. She found comfort in her faith, believing that Allah's plans were beyond human comprehension and that her daughter was now at peace. The scars of loss remained, but the lessons learned fostered a deeper sense of community and understanding, ensuring that Aaliyah's sacrifice would never be forgotten. Aaliyah's life, though brief, was a powerful testament to the strength of love and the depths of a mother's devotion. Her story, marked by sacrifice and unwavering faith, left an indelible mark on her family and community. It served as a poignant reminder of the importance of empathy, compassion, and the collective responsibility to support one another in times of need. In the end, Fatima's journey through grief and loss was a profound exploration of faith, love, and resilience. Her unwavering dedication to her daughter and her steadfast belief in Allah's wisdom provided her with the strength to endure even the darkest of times. The legacy of Fatima and Aaliyah continued to inspire and uplift, ensuring that their story would serve as a beacon of hope and a reminder of the enduring power of love and faith. Through the tragedy of Aaliyah's untimely death, the community learned invaluable lessons about the importance of understanding, compassion, and the need to support one another in times of hardship. Fatima's enduring love and sacrifice highlighted the lengths to which a mother would go to ensure her daughter's well-being, serving as a powerful testament to the unbreakable bonds of family and the enduring strength of the human spirit. As the years went by, the memory of Aaliyah remained a source of inspiration and a call to action for the community. The tragic events that had unfolded became a catalyst for positive change, fostering a culture of empathy and support that would ensure no one would ever feel compelled to act out of desperation alone. Fatima's journey, marked by unwavering faith and boundless love, continued to inspire and uplift, ensuring that the legacy of Aaliyah's sacrifice would live on, guiding the community towards a future built on compassion and mutual support. In the end, the story of Fatima and Aaliyah was not just one of tragedy, but also of hope and transformation. It was a powerful reminder of the importance of empathy, understanding, and the collective responsibility to uplift one another in times of need. Their legacy lived on, a testament to the enduring power of love, faith, and the unbreakable bonds of family.